for the 2026 budget final meeting. If today is June the 22nd, like I said, 2026, we acknowledge again today that we're gathering on Treaty 5 territory, which is the traditional ancestral lands of our neighbors, the Opaskwayak Cree Nation, as well as many other Indigenous people in the homeland of the Red River Métis Nation. So I'll call the meeting to order. Everybody, just before I do that, okay, go ahead. Call the meeting. I was just gonna say everybody's in attendance other than Councillor Commodore has sent her regrets for tonight.
Move by myself, second by Councillor Allen, the agenda be adopted as presented. As to the second and third reading of the budget.
Any additions or nothing? Seeing none, call the question. All in favor? Against? 0, carried. Okay, so tonight's meeting is really just to finalize and close up our public our discussions around the budget. As we've mentioned the last time we had a meeting, you know, this year's budget's coming in around 18.3 million, $18.4 million. You know, when the important things that people are looking for is, you know, our mill rate is pretty more or less stable and with unchanged, with the real minor changes going in the negative area. So just as a note, last year's mill rate was 57.687. This year it's coming in at 57.222 for residential, and for commercial it's last year was 64.805. And this year it's coming in at 64.633. So a lot of the good work that our staff and administration have done over the last year. We've also are moving a couple of $1 million into our reserves. You can see in our budget that we have a significant capital spend this year with regards to a few of the projects that are going on. And I think if you follow our budget or our meeting in the next in our regular meeting following this one, you'll see some approvals for some equipment and such. Again, you know, I think from the budget and from the council and administration's work, we're still committed to providing all the services and maybe trying to do a little bit better to all the residents what they expect today, while then continuing to invest in our future and try to make our community as successful as possible. So with that, I will move down the line. Is there any questions? Seeing none. So we should have a resolution for the second reading.
Resolution number 2026-105, moved by myself, second by Councillor Hopper. Resolved that council approve the 2026 financial plan as presented, and that bylaw number 4667, being a bylaw of the town of the Paw to impose and levy property taxes for the town of the Paw for the 2026 fiscal year, be read a second time.
Any questions? Seeing none, call the question. All in favor? Opposed? None, carried. Okay.
Resolution number 2026-106, by myself, second by Councillor Allen. Resolved the council approve the 2026 financial plan as presented, and that bylaw number 4667, being a bylaw of the town of the Paw to impose and levy property taxes for the town of the Paw for the 2026 fiscal year, be read the third time and pass. And this is a recorded vote.
Any questions before we?
Comment just on add on to yours. I think it's I know it's a responsible budget. We've addressed a lot of community concerns, asking for different things. Grants have increased again this year. Our community involvement by investing in reserve accounts, where people are wondering if taxes are going up or not. Come to our meetings and see where the money goes. A reminder, there's elections this fall. So if somebody doesn't agree, and well, you should be at the meeting here tonight if you didn't agree with the budget, or if you didn't agree with something that's in the budget. I'm sure that all of us don't agree 100% with every line of the budget. There's some give and take. But overall, I think, again, I'll just reiterate, I think it's a responsible budget for for tax dollars, and I will be voting in favor for sure.
Awesome.
I just have a quick comment. I agree with you as well, Councillor Hopper. I watched the presentation last night and the budget is solid. This is a solid budget. I'd also like to thank all of the staff for all the hard work and the multiple hours and putting up with all the questions that we've had throughout all of this. And I thank you, and that's all.
Any other comments or questions? Seeing none, call for the question, Andre or myself, I am in favor. Deputy Mayor Atkinson,
In favor.
Councillor Hopper,
In favor.
Councillor Forster,
In favor.
Councillor Commodore is sends regrets tonight, Councillor Manage,
Aye.
and Councillor Allen.
Aye.
And carried. Okay. Thank you very much. Again, thanks to our staff.
Motion.
Okay, thanks to our staff for all the hard work. As Councillor Hopper has mentioned, you know, if you do have questions though, you can always, and you weren't able to make it here tonight, come on down to the office. Somebody will be able to help you out here. Motion to adjourn by Councillor Hopper. Have a good